What's good? What's poppin'?
Yeah. Let's get it. The Rexo.
What's good? What's happening? Welcome back to the channel.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year, gang, 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 and we back with another.
We coming back fresh
with
a topic.
Welcome 2021, gang, gang, with a new slang.
Hope you guys have had a really good. Oh gosh, really.
Minus the
Christmas
and the whole year. No, minus
year.
The whole year. You know, 2020.
Well, for some people, I don't agree.
Oh, we had a good year.
I had a good 2020. I don't want to say that because a lot of people didn't, but I had a good 2020.
Well, I had a shit ending to 2020. So let's hope that this year brings great stuff.
Yeah. Okay. The ending of
yeah. So gang, so today we're going to talk about co-parenting and just the basic. I wouldn't say the basic. I'm looking for that word. She's supposed to help me out, but she's not helping me out. Just tools of having a healthy co-parenting.
Yeah, healthy co-parenting relationship. Yeah. And you know,
and the things we think you shouldn't do.
The pros, the cons, some tips, some advice, whatever. So yeah.
First of all, let's just let people know what co-parenting is, because apparently
quite a lot of people don't know what co-parenting means.
I didn't even know that.
Neither did I until you told me the other day. I was like, what? I thought everyone knew.
And not even the women, it's the guys that will be like, what's co-parenting? I get it. If you're in your partner haven't split up, I guess you wouldn't understand what co-parenting is.
Just a coexisting as parents, I would say. If you're separated or single, whatever you want to call it, you've split and you need to just coexist and parent your children.
Yeah.
Babies.
That's what it is.
So let's take it as far back as like all right, I'll talk about my own experience. For example, as a child growing up, let's say I was, first of all, my parents done the best they could. Let's just put that out there. They done the best they could, but my mum was in this mind frame of staying in a relationship for the sake of the children being me and my siblings. It was a real situation.
Yeah, that don't help.
Literally, I love both my parents. I'm like my mum's handbag, and my dad, I just love him to bits and whatever. But together, it was a car crash. Yeah. It was awful growing up as that child in that sort of environment. So I think for me personally, from that, I just always said to myself, if it goes left, or we can't be healthy partners or healthy together, then we're gonna separate. Yeah. And I think for the child, they benefit because they see both their parents in a happy space. Yeah. So they might not be together and having that family unit, but when for example my son's with me, he's with me and I'm happy. He's with his dad's happy, and then it comes the co-parenting where we have to gel for the sake of the child. So that will be like, for example, what is it like, parents' evening. Might not be able to stand you, don't want to be around you, but
you've got to come
together. We've got to do it because my son wants you there. Do you know what I mean? You want to be there. I can't then be like, no, like, and take that away from you. So that's one of the reasons I would say co-parenting is important.
Yeah. And I feel like co-parenting is very important because a child needs both parents. Definitely. No matter your situation. For my situation, I was in both sides from when I was younger. Mum and I didn't get along. It was a co-parenting thing. It was, my dad took me when he wanted to take me, and my mum had me all the time. And I never saw the healthy relationship. I never saw my parents even have a conversation. Yeah. And it wasn't healthy for me as a child to see my mum and dad head to head all the time. And I'm glad I never saw them in a relationship together, because God knows that would be like yeah, but separate. My dad was just my dad. Like, I love my dad to bits, but he was just daddy, and my mum was the rock for me, innit? But growing up, I always knew that I wanted, if I wasn't going to be with my partner, that we're going to be a great parents, even if we're together or separate. And now I've had to learn you have to keep your personal feelings aside when it comes to a child. do not think because you're angry at that person, you've got to now show your child to be angry at that person too. No, because every child needs a father figure and a mother figure in their life regardless. Yeah.
And sometimes you can't even come between that.
Yeah.
Because they
build their own.
They build their own bond already, and you can't just. They might resent you if you try to separate that just because of your own emotionals.
It's important, even if you're angry at that person, to try and put that anger, because really it's your personal. Your child's not angry at that person, so why are you letting your child suffer? So you must put your personal feelings aside for your child, make it work. You can argue on the phone when they're not there, that's fine. But when they're there or they're present, don't do it, because it affects the child in the long run. They're not going to see a healthy relationship. How do they then build a relationship with anybody else if they can't even see their parents who made them co-parent together? It just don't make sense.
It goes both ways. So you've got women who are angry, who don't want to let the father around their child. Then you've got men who are bitter or upset because they can't have you, so they don't want to be around their child. They don't want to check for their child, or they're just spiteful, so they feel like, you know, oh, I'm not going to watch it. I'm not going to watch or babysit my own child, which I hate that, but I'm not going to babysit my child because I don't know what you're going to do. Like, why am I giving you free time for you to run up and be with whoever or do whatever and all of that stuff? And
or you're purposely flopping the person, like you say you have the child, and then when it's today now you're saying no, just because you know that's gonna irk that person. That's all personal stuff.
But it hurts the child, because then the child gets excited. You tell your child, okay, you're going with daddy whenever or whatever, and then don't
Where's
turn
daddy?
up.
Yeah, I even personally for me,
like, Mama, I thought daddy was coming.
I had them personal experience. I'm going to keep it 100, and I used to think, my daddy's coming, wait at the door, and then I'll get angry at my mum because I'm thinking my mum's the one that's stopping the whole thing, and it wasn't that case. But you don't understand, when you don't co-parent great, it affects your child no matter what. Like, just put your feelings aside and be the best parents.
It's important. It's important for yourself, your mental, and for your child and their mental state, because honestly it sticks with you. I can say without trying to make my parents feel any certain way, I'm 30 and I've got issues from what I was shown. Do you know what I mean? You see things, you hear things that you shouldn't be seeing and hearing as a child, and you take those things into your new relationships. You take those things with your relationships with friends, people. It just it's triggers. It's
sad because, you know, like saying, like, you pick up your dad, you find your dad because you're searching for someone you don't really know, or you do know and you're seeing their traits, and then you pick up that same person. This is why it's good to be great parents to your kids, because you don't want them to pick up yourself sometimes.
Exactly.
Trust me.
So just co-parent, and then some, what would I say tips are. So we've gone from the whole putting your own feelings aside. That's a strong tip.
I got a good tip that I'm gonna say personally, not from me, but from some friends that I've got. You lot ain't friends, okay? You're co-parents. You're not friends, okay? And this is where the lines draw, because when you start going on that friendship thing, when something goes left, all them friendship stuff goes out the window. You start using it against each other, because remember when you was friends, you was telling each other the business and you're getting into it.
100%.
And then when it goes left, everything goes left, because now you're not just mad at that person because of whatever. It's that friendship you built. Now you're angry. Now you're cussing
thrown in each other's face. Things you said. It's like
Then it's going back to square one for the child, because now mummy's like, you ain't saying anything, or daddy's like, yeah, I ain't coming to see you. Like, it just you're not friends. You're co-parents. Yeah. You can
get
about
on,
other stuff.
you can laugh,
you should be able to get along,
have a vibe, whatever the case may be, but you're not friends. You've got to remember that it's just, we're doing this for our child, if it benefits our child. Some people, co-parenting, healthy co-parenting looks different for different people. In the sense of how their relationships are. I'm thinking, because there's some parents, like when I started it out, there was a time where it was like, we're not seeing each other. I drop him to school, you pick him up from school, I'll pick him up from, I'll wait outside, I'm telling him outside, come outside. You know, like, it was just that there was no contact. That's how it had to start, you know, in all honesty. There was a lot of, like, bitterness and anger between both of us, and it was just like, you know what, we're not going to prevent it, but we don't need to see each other, because I know me, I will say something. You'll come out and I'll just be like, new trainers. I don't know how you got new trainers and I didn't get the deposit.
Even for me, I was like, we was really bad in the beginning. Then we got to a place where it was good, but then started getting too good. And then when it started getting too good, you start to relax and think you don't have to do certain things. No. You still got duties. So what are you doing? And so then when I start getting angry about certain things, now the relationship's getting crushed down because I'm getting angry about certain things, but I thought it was on the same level. But well, obviously not, because now we're friends. You think, oh, I don't have to pay this week. Oh, I don't have to wear.
No,
oh, I don't have to get her this week. No,
you have to communicate. I'll say from the jump, it's like you got to draw it. It's like a contract, a non-official contract. You got to know every other weekend or every weekend, every Wednesday, whatever your setup is. That's it. This is how bad it is. Yeah, there could be a family birthday party, and my child's with his dad that weekend. My child's with his dad, because I know the minute I relax that method, it becomes like, oh, you know, no, it is what it is. You know, every weekend that he's coming, and he will be coming.
That's what I'm saying. You can't relax here, because the moment you mess up that routine, they get relaxed too. It's like, oh, next week I might not be able to have because I gotta go. No. Just because this week I let you relax doesn't mean next week. But you gotta keep that thing every week. So if he's taking your child every other weekend, keep it to every other weekend.
And like, I'm same thing with the financial. Your child don't go missing 1 month, or he doesn't. Do you get what I mean? You gotta, if you've got a setup and it's every month, every week, every fortnight, whatever, that is what it is. Yeah. To be honest, you need to be setting up a standing order that should be coming out like how your rent's coming out, or like how your phone bill's coming out. That's your commitment.
Exactly.
Do you understand? Because me, I'm telling you, I chase you down like a debt collector. And it's not no joke. Like, literally, I'll be like, yeah, all days before, you know, how we looking?
You know what I'm saying?
How we looking for the 30, or whatever. Because that's it.
And more time we have to be chasing. That's what's sad. More time you have to be chasing down, because, you know, you think that mummy's always got it. Nah. Yeah, your child's still growing. They're still eating, especially when it comes to holidays. If anything, you actually be thinking, let me give a little bit extra more because it's holiday. The child's eating down the house. But no, you think the one little set, children are expensive.
But what works for you? Because I'm not going to say that. So there's some parents that's like, oh, whatever my child needs, I'm buying. As long as you're consistent with that, you're consistent with that. Do you get what I mean? Yeah. Because some people ain't. I'm not on giving the money, whatever the case may be. I'm not fussed. You just need to be doing something that's taken away from what I need to be doing for your child. So I'm not doing everything, because I didn't sit here, lie there, and make this child by myself.
And like you said, I don't have to be about money, because when it was my situation, I did it for 2 years by myself, and I complained, yes, but I just did it, But my thing is now, it doesn't have to be money. Come and drop stuff. If it's pamper, drop a pamper. If it's clothes, come with crep every month. That means she's just one less thing I have to do. I don't mind.
Even in saying that, because when I started as well, and his dad wasn't even in a proper situation, a great situation, there was times when my argument was, okay, so you're not in a financial position. I'm not going to ask you to bend over backwards, but then you're also still trying not to come see my child. Yeah, you can't be shit and shit. Yeah. You got to choose your balance. You just need to know.
Choose your shit.
Choose your shit. Which one you're going to be, because you can't do both. Otherwise, I am running you out. Yeah. I'm dissing you, because that's you basically dissing your child. Yeah. So as far as I'm concerned, one or the other. But then it was a thing where it was like, okay, take him. So sometimes I have more time to myself. I'm not stressed with the finances, stressed with just him every second. Just, you know what I mean? Let me have time for myself, to gather my thoughts. Let me just be able to live, breathe, whatever. Do you know what I mean? And then that was what was looking healthy. Do you know what I mean? That was healthy at that stage. It was like, okay, they're bonding, they're building a relationship. I get time to recoup and keep myself sane, so that when I do have him, I'm not snapping. Because sometimes if we're not in a stable position mentally, it goes onto your child. Do you know what I mean? One little thing, Mum, can you read? It's not right now. You know, and you could have, do you know what I mean? Not right now. It's like bugging out until you're sitting there like, wow, I really did blow up. For what? Yeah. Do you get what I mean? So it just helps. So just whatever it looks like for you, just be doing something. And then obviously you could do more.
And if you're the main parent, like, you know, the parent that's not the main parent always seems to think you have, like, you get so much things, or like so much money, or so much this, or so much that. But we're the one that has the child more time. So more time, we're doing everything for that child, everything surrounded by that child. So week in, week out, it's that child. You're taking the child for a couple days, or a 1 day, or a 2 day, and that little break ain't that much of a break. But you don't think, because you're taking that child for a couple days, you hold a lot of weight. Babes, do you want to go week for week?
Yeah, it's mad that, like, you literally think that sometimes. So my son was going every other weekend, and when I'm like, that's mad. That's 4 weeks. That's 4 days out of a whole month. I've got my child all the rest of the time he's with me. That you've got him 4 days out of a month. Do you know what I mean? And sometimes it was still like a do you know what I mean? I can't do it, and it was just a joke. So that's no. And another thing I want to put out there for you, I don't know, the not the main parent then, because sometimes that might be the female, that might be the woman somewhere. Let's not assume. But you need to have your own stuff for your child. I want to be sending I don't want to have to take a bag and come back and then where's the trousers I sent you and where's the jeans? Why has it got this rip on it? Why is it not even washed? Do you get what I mean? Like, I don't want that. You take your child should have bed clothes, from the underwear to the socks to the crepes to the coat. Your child should have everything. Do you understand? It shouldn't be a situation of go pack your bags, you're going to your dad's, did you remember this?
But wait, I have to think opposite to you, only because it depends how much kids in the household. See, my situation now, the father of my child has multiple children that are near enough the same age. So I ain't trying to send my child with things and come back mixed up. We've had mixed up with clothes and this and that. So this is why now I will send a certain amount of clothes, but it's hard because you don't want to, if he starts having clothes there, he's going to end up sending the clothes back that I have, and it's just too much. So I just say,
you will be going back in the same clothes your dad dropped you in last week. It's going to be stuck up on the side, and that's what you're wearing on the Friday because you're going with your dad in the clothes so you can bring back the clothes for your dad. Or that clothes, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to, because do you know what I mean? And you're constantly buying. Where's it? I've had clothes get lost. I'm like, how can it get lost? I don't know where it is. I've searched my dad's house high and low.
And it's mad because it might be something petty like socks, but when you're the one buying the socks, it's not petty.
It's not
Bring
petty.
back the socks. Like, it's something so small, but when you're the one that has to go out and go and lubba and go carry the socks to bring them back, you're going to be mad because I'm buying stuff and I'm providing.
It's about making that child feel comfortable. They've got a place there. Do you know what I mean? They've got their own little drawer section with their stuff at their dad's house, and do you know what I mean? Or mum's house or whatever, and then they got that at the opposite. So it's just like, give them that space. Do you know what I mean? When you go stay at your woman's yard, you're happy to have your little drawer full of whatever. You don't want to be lugging every minute with your little bag, your weekend something. So
and we ain't being biased. We're talking about the parent who has a child. We're not just saying it's a woman thing or a man thing. We're saying whoever has that child, this is the point as we're giving you, and it's not just biased to women. Okay, guys.
It could be either way.
Either way,
the guy, the woman, whoever's not the main parent, but you're.
We might as well say the main parent because more time and no one got. Let's be honest. Put in the comments how much people go week for week with their child.
What do you mean?
Like one parent has a child for a week, the next parent has how much people?
No. I don't know about that.
I'm saying, but there might be some.
That's a good life. There
might be some because when we was going through our little madnesses, he was saying let's go week for week, and I'm thinking, okay, like you can do week for week, but there might be some parents that actually do week for week.
Maybe. So whoever, but basically both parents, let's put it that way, should have stuff for your children at your house. Toothbrush, everything. Not everything. You got your toothbrush, you got this, you got that. It is long. I just want you to be ready. Get your coat on, get your shoes on, you're going, your dad's downstairs or whatever.
Or even if it's out and then you know that you can come collect your child from wherever and then you don't have to go home and collect the stuff or do this and that.
That will be me luggering back.
I have to
what
go back.
What do you need? And then dropping it down. That's eating into plan, especially when you only got the child 2 days. I mean,
exactly, all of that for 2 days.
So just do better. But it's a journey, co-parent. It's a journey. That's what I want to say though. To conclude, is like be patient with the process. There's gonna be ups and downs. There's gonna be no, honestly, be patient because there'll be a good run in maybe 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then it might just go a madness. And then it's just about it's not about getting irate and whatever. Although you can't help yourself, it's like an argument. You've got to then just go back, reevaluate, talk. Just have the patience and just try and be as mature about it, because the time you start getting dirty with each other, it just builds resistance. So you start getting all the attitude or the texting, you'll notice that it just won't be the same. They'll do stuff or they'll try to do little spiteful things just to because you come with attitude or whatever the case may be. And so just learn to bite your tongue. Everything you got to do, you just got to remember you're doing it for your child. It's nothing to do about yourself. You can't care about anything else. It's like, no, if I have to smile in your face and I can't stand you, I'm doing it for my child. Do you understand? That's what you just got to remember.
Maybe if you want us, let us know if you'd like us to do a separate co-parent stories and how we got to where we got to in our journeys, because we've both got some stories for y'all if you really want it. So let us know in the comment box if you'd like us to do separate stories and how we got it to where we are today.
Yeah, that's
about it. Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. We're gonna wrap that up there, and
I hope you all enjoyed. Happy New Year again to you guys.
Remember the spiel that we always say: like,
comment, and don't forget to subscribe. The subscribe button's right down there. Thank you very much.
Hit it up. Share if you can.
Share,
all of that good stuff.
Thank you very much. But those TNC gang who's been there from this jump, we love y'all. Bye.
Peace out.